two, one. Hello and welcome to Two Dudes, Different States, Episode 6 podcast. I'm
We're
your
we're
host.
already ahead of the Star Wars movies.
Are we ahead
Just in
of them? Oh,
quality
quality. Yeah.
wise.
Well, that's the funny
It's
thing about Star
it's
Wars.
all downhill from here now.
7, 8, and 9 are not going to be well received.
Oh no.
Yeah. I was just putting the TV on randomly today, and I think TNT had like uh some marathon going on, and it was for Star Wars,
Hmm.
and I think I just started watching like the really old ones, and I noticed I was like, there's kind of like these are kind of like not that great anymore,
Oh yeah.
like
Well,
the
you have to
70s and
realize that these
80s, and I was like,
movies were
even plot
made
wise,
for
they're like,
old people essentially. Like they
yeah,
were they were the the movies were you know they were
yeah,
ahead of their time, but they should have stayed ahead of their time.
mhm,
Like if they were able to do the effects that they had, you know, today,
right,
they'd probably be greater movies. But some of the acting is just atrocious.
mhm, yeah,
Even I think it's in the technically it's the first movie, but it's actually the fourth movie
right,
in the saga. A stormtrooper just runs into a door,
oh yeah, that's
and
funny,
you can see that,
mhm,
and it's just it's hilarious.
mhm, yeah. I mean, I still love them, but they're very dated now.
Hmm.
Even if they keep messing with it to add more CGI. So anyways, I'm sure you're watching the gameplay, Zach.
Oh yes.
So this is some more Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which I've been playing nonstop. I currently have 64 hours in.
Get a lie. No, I'm
Yeah.
joking.
But for real. But last time we talked, I talked a little bit about how this game had some mythological creatures. So I decided to record myself um, going up against them and to show you.
This
Uh,
is this Atlantis?
no, 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 no. I haven't gotten to that just yet, um, but I will hopefully soon. I think that's like kind of the last stuff. It's like the last DLC that I think you go there,
Hmm.
and I think I'm currently on the first DLC, and the second one is the Atlantis stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, but right now it's just wandering the world of Greece.
okay.
But speaking of games, a lot of stuff happening this week in gaming. A lot of PlayStation stuff for
Oh, you
sure.
mean the router with paper on the sides of it?
Yeah, what a great meme that was.
I've seen a whole bunch of those, like
Mhm.
people, making fun of it, and I mean, granted, it's a semi cool design, but at the same time, like, what?
Right.
Like, I'm sure it's gonna be, it's gonna be great until the PlayStation 6 comes out, but you know,
Yeah,
and
and
then
it's
you got the mini fridge with the Xbox
mhm.
and Microsoft.
Right. I don't. I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna be honest with you. Not even gonna look at that ever again. They
I think
lost me as soon as they announced it because I was like, what? Why did you choose at all that design?
trying to stick with the box, I
Yeah.
guess. I don't. I don't
It reminds me of the Silicon Valley show. You've seen it. Um, when they're like, I think it's the third season when they're like selling their idea and they like they want to make something, they want to make a product, and they like somebody convinces them to make a box, and it's just some random server box that they can just send into a server room, and that's what that reminded me of. I was like, that's just gonna sit there.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I'm officially done with the whole PlayStation and Xbox.
Hmm.
I think I'm officially retiring from those two
Yeah,
and taking my talents to PC, Bennett.
nice.
I'm officially a hashtag PC gamer,
Yeah,
and I think it's only gonna take me to wondrous places.
that's good. That's good. Yeah. I was probably in the same mindset that you're in now
Mhm.
until I saw this reveal event, and they basically kicked it off by announcing a whole new Spider-Man game, which I became very disappointed when I found out it's only going to be available on PlayStation
PlayStation.
5. No,
It's only on PlayStation 5.
so far, yes.
Oh my god.
So what
Is
I'm
it?
what I'm wondering is because PlayStation has PlayStation Now, which is like a subscription service where they like have some game. They have like hundreds of games. You just pay and you could play them all. But if you have PlayStation Now, you can also play it on your PC. So I'm wondering at what point will that get added to PlayStation Now, and then I could just pick up a free trial for PlayStation Now and play
Well,
it on
it's
PC.
it's an it's an add-on to the Spider-Man
No,
game, isn't
it's a
it? It
standalone.
isn't.
It's gonna
Oh,
be like it's not gonna be a full 60 or 70. It's gonna be like $30 to $40. Like PlayStation had a few exclusives that have done this. It's very similar to Uncharted, Lost Legacy, and Infamous First Light, which
Mhm.
were shorter games, but still like considered like a game. Like it wasn't like holding back in any regard,
Mhm.
other than its shortness, and it always like catered to a side character. So this is going to be very similar in that mindset since it's focusing on Miles Morales.
Yeah, I mean, it looks decent, and it looks like it's gonna stick to who Miles Morales is as Spider-Man. With the Venom
Hmm.
shock and the suit
Right.
and all that. But what I really want to see, Bennett,
Hmm.
is a new 2099 Spider-Man.
I know you do. I know you do. They had, I think they.
I
Oh,
think
they
that
didn't have
is
the
the
skin.
dopest costume Spider-Man has ever had. Apart
Hmm.
from like the red slash orange and black one. I don't
Okay.
know if you know what I'm talking about. I think that might have
Mm,
been Spider Girl that wore that suit or
okay.
Spider Woman.
Hmm.
But either way, I don't even care if it's a woman or a dude playing it. Both those suits are just dope. And I think now we have the technology and the creative mindset to be able to put those things into action.
Hmm. Okay.
Like we've had nano suits with Iron Man,
Right.
and same with Spider Man with Tom Holland. Why
Hmm.
can't we do these? These things are dope.
They are dope. Yeah. Um.
Oh my god,
And I
another
think.
spider.
Oh my god. Zach was having
Dude,
a bit of a spiral problem before started this.
oh my god, dude. Two things I can't stand: spiders and silverfish. You know what a silverfish is, Bennett?
It's in Minecraft.
This thing is like a millipede, dude. It is like a flat centipede slash millipede, and you can't kill it unless you like thoroughly stomp it into the ground.
Jeez.
And it is terrifying. It moves quick, and it sucks.
Yeah, I didn't know
Ran
those
into
were
quite a
actual
quite
real
a few of
things.
those. Yeah, look it up.
I don't
Look
want
it
to do
up.
that. I don't really want to. Okay, I'll do it.
It'll give you nightmares.
Okay, I'm not gonna do it then.
I was in church one time. Church. I was
Hmm.
praying away, Bennett, to
Yeah.
God Himself, and I felt something tussle my hair. I swiped at my hair real quick, and guess what fell down right into my lap?
Uh, Spider.
Nope, silverfish.
Damn. So close.
Yeah, it was a 50-50 option there,
It was. It
but
really
it
was.
scared me. I yelped in the middle of the
Hmm.
service. Never been so scared in my life.
God, I'm watching my own self play right now, and because I know it's about to happen, and I'm not happy about what's about to happen.
About
But
to kill this minotaur?
oh, and eventually I will.
Are you
But
about to
yeah.
die from this minotaur?
Uh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh
Oh
no.
no. Boom.
Oh no. He's what is it
It's
they call in Mortal
and
Kombat? Like it's like wall
fatality.
No, it's like where
Oh.
they get you against a wall
Oh,
and they
just
keep
cornering?
uh
I don't know.
juggling.
Juggling.
That's what it's called, juggling you.
Yeah,
That Minotaur just took you out to dinner and had his way with you after.
pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, but we'll get him on this next attempt.
Don't
uh,
worry, we're close. We're close.
we are real
You
close.
almost beat him there. You almost beat him.
Did. So, what do you been watching anything new?
Oh, Lucifer.
Lucifer?
Real into
Okay.
that show lately.
Mm-hmm.
And I did some reading up on it. I haven't seen any of this, but like apparently that DC Legends of Tomorrow show,
Yeah.
he actually makes a cameo in that.
No kidding.
Yeah, as the devil. And John Constantine uses his help.
Huh. That must is that a later season? I've seen a few seasons of that.
It's
Of
it's a decent show. And
Legend of Tomorrow, yeah.
spoiler alert, one of the this season I'm on, I think it's season 3, the main antagonist is the dude, remember Smallville?
Yeah.
The dude who played not Spider-Man, Superman in Smallville.
What?
Yep, I can't
What
think
was
of
he
his name.
playing? Is he not playing? Is he?
Spoiler alert, if he's playing Kane.
What?
Do you know who Kane is, Bennett?
I've heard the name.
Well, in Christianity mythology, or not mythology, lore or whatever, Cain was the first murderer.
Oh, Cain and Abel.
He killed, yes,
Fat
Cain and
Cain.
Abel. He's the one of the two children from Adam and Eve,
Mm.
and he killed his brother.
Mm.
So God sent one of his angels
Yeah.
to put a mark on him,
Right.
and that makes him immortal and he can't die. So in the show, Lucifer is tasked to try and help Cain die. Now I don't know what's
Wow.
happened. I don't know what's happening yet. I think I'm on episode like 14 or something like that.
Mhm.
But they crack a Superman joke.
No way.
Oh yeah, dude. I was like, oh, Bennett's gonna love this. They're talking about they're trying to figure out a way to kill Cain since he's immortal and he can't be killed.
Mhm.
And he goes, well, Lucifer goes, well, everyone has their own kryptonite.
Wow.
I know. I laughed. I giggled at that.
Wow.
It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. I enjoyed it.
Mhm. Yeah. Whatever they can give as fan service, I guess.
Mhm. It was funny though. I enjoyed it, and I think they made a few other uh references to Superman or
Mhm.
DC or whatever, but I
Sure.
can't think of it at this time.
Mhm.
But
Fair.
it was quite funny.
Yeah, sounds like it.
What about you? What are you watching right now?
Oh boy, bunch of stuff. I feel like this week's just been jam packed with different things.
Well, let me ask you this first. Do you watch regular television?
Um, like, do I watch it live?
Yeah, like do you like not pulling up Netflix, Hulu, or HBO? Do you turn on your TV,
Well, I don't have
insert the
cable.
channels for
Well,
Oh, you don't? Okay.
I have Hulu Live, so that's
Hmm.
the closest I have to it. So, um, but I don't channel surf anymore.
I see.
Um,
I don't do that either. It's all about Netflix or Hulu
yeah.
with me.
Mhm.
I
Speaking
don't
of
see the need
which,
to watch regular television anymore.
on Hulu, um, Zach, you're familiar with a man named Ryan Reynolds.
Yes,
Um, this man has
one of the
started
best
a game
comedic
show.
minds of all. It's that Don't Show, correct?
It is, and I watched it.
Is it funny?
Um, it's a
I
game
know
show.
Adam Savage is
No, not Adam Savage.
or
Adam
not
Scott.
Adam Scott. Yeah,
Adam
it
Scott's
start
the
with an S.
host.
Yeah, he's
But
hosting it.
Ryan Reynolds does like voiceover randomly. Like if they ever want to make a joke, they'll like have him voice it. So it does like land a little bit for me because I like Ryan Reynolds, but like usually they're really corny jokes, and it is a game show, so like it's pretty corny overall.
Mhm.
But the first episode is pretty great. One of the challenges that they do is um somebody has to walk on a treadmill while under heat lamps and are asked to eat hot peppers.
What
and
is
each
this?
and each hot pepper is like hotter than the previous one. And after each hot pepper, you're offered like water or lemonade or milk, and you have to say that you won't drink it, or you're like don't drink it or whatever
Mhm.
don't pun they have in there. And if you make it all the way through, you win all the money. And the well, I won't spoil if he makes it all the way because I think he might watch it. But it's pretty great, and I think it's gonna do well. Maybe for its first season, I don't know if it'll go
Mhm.
beyond. Like I don't know what other games they're gonna have going forward, but I think that was a fun one. I like that. I was like I'd do that. I like spicy food, so I think that maybe I'm alone on that one, but
I can't handle spicy food, dude.
mhm,
And spicy, it doesn't sit well with me,
yeah.
and I don't know. Really don't see the appeal of burning your mouth to death.
Well, you're not really supposed to just eat it plain out. You're just supposed to like really, cook it with something and eat it that way. But um, I think the I think it was for I mean it was for money. It was thousands of dollars, so that's different
Mhm.
in a sense. Um, but yeah, I think that was the big thing that I wanted to talk to you about because obviously we're both fans of Ryan Reynolds and his career, and it's an
Oh, I
interesting
think.
take that he's like, oh yeah, I want to do a game show now.
Well, when you're in quarantine, there isn't a whole lot to do.
I think they were planning this before quarantine.
You think? Well,
There's
I
people
think they
sitting.
probably.
There's people sharing armrests. Yes, this was before quarantine. That audience was sharing armrests.
Can't do that now.
No, you
Can't do it.
can't. You can't do it now. Oh man. Let's see what
Been
else.
watching reruns of Whose Line Is It Anyways?
Oh god.
God, that's when comedy was funny. Oh
Yeah.
my God,
I
making
don't
fun
know.
of
I don't know.
Drew Carey.
Is that show still on?
Yes, it's
It must
with
not be doing nearly as well anymore.
oh, it's no, for
And
sure not.
they're like so like I don't know who owns it, but I imagine it's like the equivalent of like FX, or like there's Fox, then there's FX, there's FXX, and then I think there's like Freeform. That might be somebody else, but like they're like all like at the bottom network.
I think they're on what's it? They were on ABC Family for
Oh.
like a long time, or like
Mhm.
ABC. But
That's
like
where
I
I
said,
first watched them on ABC Family.
ABC Family isn't a thing anymore. It's Freeform.
Right,
Um,
right, right.
and
Yeah.
now I think instead of Drew Carey, you know how Drew Carey blew up, and he sounded like the Price is Right
Yeah.
uh person. I think Aisha Tyler, the chick who plays Lana
Mhm.
from Archer, she's the host.
Yeah. Yeah, I like her. She's good.
She's funny. She's
Mhm.
hilarious in Archer. But I think that's a show that just needs to end. I
Archer.
think that
Yeah,
joke's
I just caught
that
up on that a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I'm still enjoying this, but like, boy, like, actually, I don't even think I finished catching up. I still think I'm on the latest season, the one where they're in space. The second time they're in space.
yeah,
Man, yeah, it was different.
different time.
Um, yeah, two things I wanted to bring up. First one is Last of Us Part 2 comes out this Friday, and I don't work my day job this Friday, so I'm in luck. So that's what I'll be doing all day Friday and all night,
Mm.
alongside with crying, because I've heard that it's very depressing.
Oh,
Um, because it's apparently just a story about revenge and um, hatred, which is
it's
definitely what you want.
pain
Hmm.
without love.
And what was the other thing? Uh, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I'm sure I'll remember in a minute as soon as we're starting to talk about something else. Have you watched any of Westworld?
You know, I
Westworld
watched the
3?
first season of that.
Mm-hmm.
I watched maybe half the episode of season 2
Yeah.
and just completely lost interest.
Mm.
Like, you know, it was a great show, season 1, filled with mystery and all this other type of stuff, and
Right.
now it's, I don't know. It's it's very boring and confusing,
Mm-hmm.
and I just couldn't get into it.
Makes sense.
And then I don't know, like I think we're just like at a standstill with like shows right now,
It's unfortunate, but I agree.
and like, you know, the quality of shows is just it's kind of dropped off dramatically,
Mm-hmm.
and the want to watch shows is just not there
Oh, you
because, you
don't want
know,
to watch them.
yeah, I mean, like like Westworld, you know, first
Mm-hmm.
season was great, and now
Sure.
it's just like
Yeah, I
I
get
know
it.
people are like, oh, you have to give it a chance. It's like I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was just extremely disappointed in that like 20 minutes I watched in the episode of the second season, and
Right.
I couldn't do it. And now with like the whole pandemic thing, like, you know, you're waiting for your shows hopefully to come back, and you
Yeah.
know, we still have like what 3 months until Mandalorian season 2 comes out.
Is it 3 months away?
Isn't it September or something like that? They said
Oh my God, it's June.
fall 2020. Oh
Right.
my god. Oh,
We sure it's
and
not
then
March though?
oh man, this year just needs to be over with. So much crap
I
has
know.
just gone on, and it's
Yeah, it needs to be 2021 already. I've never been one of those people where I'm like, ugh, like 2020 or like 2019 was such a drag. Like, 2018 was so much better. Like, never been one of those people who post those memes like right at the end of the year.
Mhm.
But this year, I think,
This
I
year
think
takes
that
the
would be
cake.
accurate.
This year takes the cake.
Mm-hmm.
You
All
know,
right, watch
and
this guy right here. Oh, he's gone.
oh, oh, he's now a puddle of blood.
Yep.
And you know, I think it was last week we talked about. I can't wait for that Percy Jack. This show is just bringing back Percy Jackson vibes for me,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot.
and you know, it's something I cannot wait for. Um, I know you're not, but I am like huge. I'm a huge anime weeb,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, I'm waiting for One Piece to come back and Boruto to come back. Attack on Titan, the final season of Attack on Titan is coming back. I think this year or next year.
Yeah, who knows now?
But uh, I saw a trailer for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, the animation looks completely different. I don't know how to feel about it. How I feel about it.
It's different.
It's different animation, dude.
Oh, I don't know. I gotta look at the trailer then. I don't remember watching one. I remember seeing that there's a trailer, but I didn't watch it.
Well, I mean, like, I might go back and like read the anime or
Mm-hmm.
the manga that
Yeah.
comes with it, but at this point, like, I just gotta wait for this final season to happen
Mm-hmm.
because the manga goes into a lot more detail about stuff.
Yeah.
And I was shocked. Like, I saw a final season, and I was like, wait, really? I feel like there's like so many other chapters in the book compared to what the anime is gonna be.
Yeah. Um, I'm excited to watch Attack on Titan season 5. Would it be
4.
4? 4 part 2, something like that.
No, just
No?
season 4.
Are we sure that was 3 that ended on?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. That the first season was just so good, and then it was long too. It was like 25 episodes, and then I feel like the other
Yeah.
seasons they were like, we know people want it quicker, which I don't even think they really worked on it that much faster, but um, they're still getting it out, and that's what's important.
Mhm. Season 3 was kind of a letdown,
Mhm.
but I know Adam says it's a letdown, and he's not gonna watch this final season, but I will.
Wait, he's not even gonna watch it?
That's what he said.
I don't know about that. I'll still watch it. I think that the the lore behind the Titans became too too magical.
Mhm.
Like it was a cool idea of like they always existed. I don't know. I haven't watched in a long time, so it'd be rough. But like the idea that like it was a power given to one dude who separated it into a bunch of people, and then it was like kind of like a Lord of the Rings, one ring rule them all. One guy could control all the Titans,
Mhm.
and then it's like a bloodline, and then Aaron's dad, Aaron, right? Aaron's dad
Mhm.
just stole it through a through a syringe, and then
Well,
injected his
I
own
think they
son with it.
explained it a lot more.
Yeah, I'm butchering it, but
I mean, like they talk about like how like the Titans came into fruition,
mhm,
and like they talk about how like they were like everyone wanted to go to the sea or whatever, the water,
yeah,
and they made it there, and then it turns out they finally found out like what was there, and they tell you the backstory of who Aaron's dad was,
mhm,
and I don't want to give it away, like
right,
but
yeah,
it's a good concept of like what a good show would be,
mhm,
but I don't think 4 seasons is going to be enough.
yeah. I think there's still a lot of open-ended questions.
Hmm.
I mean, it took them a long time to get to a basement in a
Oh yeah,
section of the city that I think they probably could have easily gotten to
that was the
for
city
quite a
that they
while.
originally started out in. Like
That's another thing is like I don't understand the layout of all the cities, and I'm a little lazy to Google it and have somebody else explain it because I'm like this show should be able to explain how the cities are laid out, and to the point where I'm like, oh, okay, I understand why they can't get to that town or that house and why it's
well,
still overrun.
Aaron, the the basement that they're trying to get to
It's his house.
Aaron's old house.
Yeah.
And at the beginning of the show, you see, the armor titan and the colossal titan.
Mhm.
They broke the city and they let in all these what are they called? Titans.
Right.
So
Great
that part of
episode.
like the city was overran by titans,
Mhm.
and so like they only have a limited amount of stuff and manpower to take back the city. So when they did, I don't even think they really reclaimed that part of the wall. I think they just did the things that they need to do so they can get into the basement.
Mhm. Yeah, I get that.
But I'm sure everything will be explained with this final season.
I hope so. That's what you always hope out of a final season. Things get
Oh
explained.
yeah, not
Game of Thrones.
some. We won't get into
No, no, no,
that.
no. That's the past. They've
Oh, well, speaking of Game of Thrones, did you hear what HBO said recently
no.
about the
Probably not gonna be
prequel?
happy. They're not gonna do it now.
Well, no, they're gonna do it,
Mhm.
but they're gonna give it more money
Oh,
than
good.
what Game of Thrones had
Good, good, good.
in their early episodes.
More dragons.
More drag. Well, it's based off the Targaryens, so
Yeah. So they'll need more dragons.
dragons, fire. Next thing you know, you need lightsabers. I need lightsaber battles, Bennett.
more. More of them.
Oh.
We need more. Uh, boy. So many more things we could talk about, but we're hitting that 30-minute mark.
Gonna have to save those for next
A rainy
week
day. Yeah, and I
or a
think,
rainy day. Yeah.
yeah, um, a rainy day. Is it gonna rain next week?
I mean, well, let's. Well, I don't know about you, but
Rain,
in my
raining
area, it's supposed to
topics.
rain all weekend.
I haven't not looked. I will be
It's supposed to be
indoors.
gorgeous all
I
week.
am.
I might go golfing sometime this week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, good for you. All right. Well, that's it for this episode. Make sure to like, share, subscribe.
Subscribe.
All right. Have a great week.
See ya.